There could be a possible shift in Edmonton's real estate market. This is the first time that I can say in over a year that the sale numbers are actually down from this time last year. So the February stats are in for the Greater Edmonton real estate market. We saw 1,825 total sales, which is actually down 7.1% from February of 2024. Now, the number of new listings that came to market is also down slightly by 0.4% with 2,723 new listings that came to market. And despite all of that, the average sale price is up 10.5%. So that's for condos, apartments, everything. That is just under $450,000. Now the single family homes, there were 1,015 sales. Now that's down 12.3% from last year. The condos, there were 305 sales, which is down 9.2%. But the duplex and row housing is up by 11.4%. So that kind of took over a few of the sales. One of the reasons that is happening is that the builders are finally starting to build duplexes again. And I think that's one of the reasons that we're seeing those sales come up and taking away from the single family sales. And it's kind of that nice in between from condos. So single family average home sale prices are up 11.9% at $567,913. So that's still going strong. The average condo prices, this is the good news story, almost 20% increase, so 19.9% increase to $217,373. That's from year over year from February of 2024. And the duplex and row house average sale price is just over $300,000, which is up 9.1%. So sale prices are still up and the sales are down. Why does that happen? That happens because it's all about the supply and demand, and our months of inventory is still very low. So we're sitting currently at 2.27 months of inventory. I suspect that that will increase a little bit in April. So that's what happened last month. What's the boots on the ground? Like, what are we hearing from our clients and from kind of the general market? Obviously, the tariff conversation is a big one, and I do suspect that that was a factor in the number of sales that were down. So now, what I heard from the economists at ATB specifically, Edmonton is the cheapest major market in Canada, and so he says, you know, the reality is where people are going to go, and what it could potentially do is it might drive people into the more expensive markets here even more. So while I'm not personally as bullish on the sale price increases as I was for the year before, if you had asked me in January, I would have had a different answer. However, I am still very optimistic that we're going to continue to see some price increases, but I think they're going to be more mild, and that's actually probably what we want. So again, this is a prediction. You can't hold me to it, but I would still suspect that we would see some healthy increases, you know, maybe something like a 6 to 8% from year over year across the year. I also do see the buzz coming. There's some frustration from buyers who are looking for product and there's just not a whole lot out there. I do suspect that that's going to change, and I think that the supply and demand levels are going to start to level out and hopefully creep up closer to around 4 months of inventory. And the majority of the people that we're talking to between other agents and their clients and our own clients is that April seems to be the month where people are really thinking about putting their properties on the market. So I suspect we're going to see a little bit of a shift there. And that's not going to be a shift in terms of not necessarily seeing multiple offers, because I do believe we're still in that environment. But I do think it's going to get a little bit more relaxed, which is actually a great thing to just temper the market a little bit and keep things a little bit less stressful for everyone. So we'll see how this all shakes out. I will catch you next month. Have a great month.